Today's lesson is about ellipse. Ellipse is the locus of points, some of whose distance from two fixed points is constant. The two fixed points are called foci. Like this diagram, any points on the ellipse, suppose the distance to one focus called D1, the other is D2. Then D1 plus D2 equals constant. Basically, that's equals 2a. For ellipse, we have a horizontal ellipse and a vertical ellipse. For ellipse, the longer axis we call major axis. Shorter axis we call minor axis. For major axis, from center to vertex, we label as A. From center to the co-vertex, we label as B. Together we have 4 vertices. For the major axis, we call vertex. On the minor axis, we call co-vertex. From center to this focus, we label as C. For ellipse, C equals square root A squared minus B squared. If you are given an equation, how you decide this is a horizontal or vertical? Check the number before x squared and y squared. For ellipse, A always greater than B. If A below x squared, then we call this is a horizontal ellipse. If A is below y squared, then we call this is a vertical ellipse. We have another term to describe ellipse, that is eccentricity. It shows how varies from circle. The circle eccentricity equal to 0. So when eccentricity increasing means the ellipse is very, very different from this circle. Then we get parabola E equals 1. When we go to hyperbola, E will be greater than 1. Now let's sketch some graph for ellipse. First of all, we will get the center. Remember, when you have square, that's a liar. Therefore, we get the 4, 5. Then we do square root of 4 and square root of 9. You get 3 and you get 2. The greater one will be A and a smaller one will be B. Since A is below y squared, therefore the arrow will be up and down. That's vertical. Since B below x squared, that's why it's horizontally moving. It's to the left and to the right. So I will write down here A equals 3, B equals 2, C equals A squared minus B squared. That will be square root of 9 minus 4 equals square root of 5. Then show the arrow beside A, B, and C. For A, that's up and down. For B, it's a horizontal. For C, will follow this A. Therefore, it's a up and a down. You will get center 4, 5. Then we go up 3, go down 3 from the center. To the right 2, left 2. So we sketch the graph like this. For C, follow A. That's why square root of 5 will be 2 point something. Still up and down because your focus is on the major axis. Therefore, go up square root of 5, go down square root of 5 from center. You will get, this is your F, this is your F. That's all you need to show on the graph. Then we will working on vertices and foci. For the vertices, you can read the graph to figure out. Also, you can calculate. For ellipse, calculation is much faster than read the graph. First of all, I will write down the center for 5. Since A is up and down, that's why I go to y coordinate plus or minus 3. Write down for 5 again. Since B is horizontal, so I add or subtract to this x coordinate. For foci, I still write down for 5. That's a plus or minus square root of 5 up and down. So go to y coordinate. Then I will figure that out by do the calculation. Fourth day, 5 plus 3, that's 8. Fourth day, then 5 minus 3 is 2. 4 plus 2 is 6. 5. 4 minus 2 is 2, so 2, 5. That's all vertices. For foci, since you have square root of 5, 5 plus the square root of 5, you cannot do anything. That's why just write down 4, 5 plus or minus square root of 5. That's your foci. Let's go to number 5. That's over 1. Center will be 2, negative 3. Remember, whenever you have square, it's a liar. So we got square root of 9 equals 3, square root of 1 equals 1. For ellipse, A always greater than B. Therefore, A equals 3, B equals 1. Since A is below x squared, therefore horizontally moving. For B is below y squared, therefore it's vertically moving. I will get the A equals 3, B equals 1, C equals square root A squared minus B squared. So you have square root of 9 minus 1 equals square root of 8. That will be 2 square root of 2. So I write down 2 square root of 2. Don't forget the arrow beside ABC. A is horizontally moving. B is vertically moving from the center. For C, follow this A. Therefore, horizontally moving. Now we can sketch the graph. Center 2, negative 3 is here. Go right 3, left 3. That's the vertex. Then go up 1, down 1. Then you connect the points. Your focus follow on the major axis. 2 square root of 2, that's less than 3, 2 point something. Therefore, I will label here. This is your F. This point is a F. For the vertices, you will write down 2, negative 3. 2, negative 3. Then for A, moving horizontally, that's why I do plus or minus 3 here. For B, That's vertically, so plus or minus 1. I have 2, negative 3. Still horizontally moving for C. Therefore, plus or minus 2 square root of 2. Then I work that out. I got 2 plus 3, that's 5, negative 3. 2 minus 3 is negative 1, negative 3. For this one, 2, I'm working on this. Negative 3 minus 1, that is negative 4. Then still 2. Negative 3 plus 1, that's negative 2. For foci, 2 plus or minus 2 square root of 2, then negative 3 will be the coordinates for foci. For number 6, I will put the over 1. Your center, that will be 5, 3. Square root of 1 equals 1. Square root of 4 equals 2. For ellipse, A always greater than B. Therefore, A equals 2 and B equals 1. Then look at the arrow. Since A is below y squared, therefore vertically moving. For B is below x squared, therefore is horizontally moving. We got the A equals 2 and B equals 1. C equals A squared minus B squared. Therefore, you get square root of 3. Because 4 minus 1, that equals square root of 3. Look at the arrow. For A, it's vertically moving. For B, horizontally. For C, always follow this A. So it will be vertically moving. You will find 5, 3 here. This is the point. So go up to, down to. You will get the points over here and here. For B, horizontally moving from center, go right 1, left 1. Then connect these 4 points. Look at the foci. Go up square root of 3 units, then go down square root of 3 units. Square root of 3, that's 1 point something, so it's over here, over here. This will be F. Now we work on the vertices now. So I have 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3. For A, go up to, down to. That's why I add or subtract to the y coordinate. For B, it's horizontally moving, right 1, left 1. Therefore, plus or minus 1. For C, that's up and down square root of 3. Therefore, I do plus or minus square root of 3. Therefore, work out. 3 plus 2, that's 5. So 5, 5. 3 minus 2, that's 1. So 5, 1. For this one, 5 plus 1, that's 6. 3. And 5 minus 1, that's 4, 3. For foci, that's 5 and 3 plus or minus square root of 3.